The dearly beloved gathered, but soon there would be much more to mourn. And there is even more to mourn because the Youmuu is about to be mourned. Rest in peace, the Youmuu. The tests, alright. So, we know the items got changed, big time. Only 15 ability haste, alright. So let's do the damage test and see what is what. My predictions are Eclipse might actually deal more damage than the Youmuu, it's possible. Alright, so let's just test it and see. The rune setup for this is Guardian, Demolish, Conditioning, Overgrowth. So no damage runes affecting the results. So let's start with the Youmuu, which is the, you know, the old default item. The stacks really build up slow. Let's stack it up. So the combo will be E ult auto QWQ with the rock element twice. Alright. Let's put this dummy on 70 resistances. So E ult auto QWQ. 722 damage. 70 armor. Dummy. Alright. Let's take a look at the Duskblade right now, which will be more for sure. But how much more? So E ult auto QWQ. 762 damage. That's already quite a lot of a difference. Alright. So Duskblade, the king of damage, the new king of damage. Eclipse, I project. Eclipse is higher than Youmuu. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. E ult auto QWQ. 731 damage. There's the Eclipse. 731. Man, what the hell. So already we know that the Youmuu is the least damaging item right now. So Youmuu is just for the utility. Youmuu gives you a bit more lethality than Eclipse. The thing is, this dummy is only 1000 HP, right? So on a higher HP target, Eclipse will be even better than this Youmuu. So Youmuu is the weakest item for damage now. It has been reversed. Alright, so there it is. Alright, let's just for comparison, let's test the Prowler first. First Prowler is 757. Damn. So Prowler is actually just slightly behind Duskblade in terms of damage. I mean, if you're going first item, then Duskblade is better because it gives you ability haste and more AD and more lethality, and it's also got a defensive passive on top of the damage, right? So first item Duskblade is better, but you could go Prowler first and then Youmuu second for the move speed, right? Prowler first for the damage and Youmuu second for the utility, and not go Duskblade. I don't know. Alright. Out of curiosity, let's take a look at Axiom Arc first. How much damage that gives. 25 ability haste, that's pretty much the thing about this. Alright. So E ult, auto, QWQ. 694, alright. So Axiom Arc is the least damage. Makes perfect sense, alright. And that is it for the one item. Let's make a comparison of two items. So let's do Prowler with Youmuu, let's say. $12,1700. Youmuu Prowler. It might be Prowler into Youmuu or something. Prowler for the damage and then Youmuu for the utility still. Might be like this, you just go Prowler first. I don't know, let's take a look. Youmuu Prowler versus Duskblade Prowler. 1278. And Eclipse. Eclipse is behind right now. So at two items, the Eclipse is behind, right? Eclipse actually gives you less damage, so it makes some sense. So Youmuu Prowler is still behind Duskblade Prowler. Quite a bit. Alright, let's do Manamune then. Let's do Manamune Youmuu. Alright. $1063, alright. And Youmuu with a fully stacked Muramana is 1272. So Youmuu Muramana actually loses to Duskblade Prowler. Let's check Duskblade. 1338. The highest damage you can get on 2 items is Duskblade with Muramana. Let's test Duskblade with... Now Duskblade Prowler is here, right? So Duskblade with Axiom second is still behind, alright. So Duskblade with Axiom is comparable to Eclipse Prowler. So what are the takeaways from this? It kinda sucks in my opinion that Duskblade, because you might just buy Duskblade right now for the damage itself, because it gives you the most damage on 1 item, it gives you the most damage on 2 items. The most damage Duskblade with Muramana, right? But Duskblade Prowler is still pretty high. So it kinda sucks because you buy Duskblade for damage and then you randomly get the Untarget ability passive. I don't know, man. But that's how it is. So Youmuu, least damage, Duskblade most damage, Eclipse is second. Eclipse gives you more damage than Youmuu on 1 item. However, Eclipse gives you less damage than Youmuu on 2 items. With Prowler, for example. So there it is. 2 items is less damage. Eclipse with Prowler than Youmuu Prowler. And yeah, the Prowler itself gives you on 1 item gives comparable damage to Duskblade. So you can go Prowler first and Duskblade second. I mean, Prowler first and then Youmuu second for the... Prowler first for the damage, Youmuu second for the utility of it. Or go Duskblade Prowler for maximum damage. Duskblade Muramana. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy because with the new Duskblade you will deal even more damage than you would on the previous patch, right? So I don't know if you can pass on that damage. Jungle Qiyana still has good Gust Walker, so it's not the end of the world not having the move speed. But it's super useful to have this Youmuu. Duskblade might be the default item, it gives more damage. The most damage is just Duskblade. And it's consistent, it's always active. Wait a second. There is one thing I missed. And that is the mythic passives, right? So Youmuu gives you ability haste. Duskblade gives you ability haste. Where Youmuu gives you attack damage. Eclipse gives armor penetration. So even if you go Duskblade, so Duskblade gives so much more ability haste now, right? Because it gives 50 and then 5 per item. And move speed. So losing move speed here is kinda offset, since this is move speed all the time, not only out of combat. By the way, the ability haste is also better than the attack damage. So I would say Duskblade is probably the default item for Qiyana right now with the ability haste, because it's just better. You get more damage and then you get much more ability haste over time. I think Duskblade is the way to go forward. Rest in peace. The dearly beloved gathered, but soon there would be much more to mourn. And there is even more to mourn because the Youmuu is about to be mourned. Rest in peace the Youmuu, I guess. After 1 patch, literally 1 patch. That's so crazy. Man, it's still gonna be more damage on 2 items. On 3 items probably still gonna be more damage. And on top of that you get more ability haste by 10 on 2 items already. 10 more ability haste. And move speed. In combat, alright. This is still better for utility, but Duskblade is probably the new default item. Alright. What the hell? Time will tell. Let's test it. In any case, here are the results. Duskblade is the damage king. Youmuu is still great utility. Eclipse is somewhere in the middle. It's actually better than Youmuu for damage early. Prowler is comparable to Duskblade on 1 item. Axiom Arc is behind everything. Alright, but it's more utility item. Will Duskblade become the new default item for Qiyana? We'll need to test it out and see, because I don't know. The utility is really valuable still, but time will tell. Speed of Shojin is so broken, by the way. What the hell, man? It gives you 20 ability haste and then 28. So let's make a sample build. But if I go Manamune, it's 29. So 50 ability haste on the QWE. What? What even is Speed of Shojin? Speed of Shojin is sleeper OP. So with those items, I can basically get perma stuff. I mean, functionally it's not ready, but alright, anyway. That's so good. Alright, I need to buy Speed of Shojin more. It's amazing, honestly. Alright. Anyway, so that is it for this video. Duskblade is the new king. Let's see what happens. I have no idea. Yeah. Discuss in the comments. See you in the next ones. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.